second season. I thought our first season was pretty good.
Yeah, second season in the 2024 season.
Well, we started late. I think we started in like week 8 of last year. I think we started late.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we
did. We did more than 4 weeks or whatever.
No, we started week 8. Week 7 or week 8 is...
There's only some way to prove this.
Yeah, we can just go back to the YouTube.
No way. Oh, so we're just go to Blurman's channel and then you can watch previous episodes, right?
Previous episodes on the playlist.
On the playlist.
This is our second season.
Right.
They're going to get a full run.
Well, what happened in the Bills game, bro?
Man, so going into that game, after watching last week, obviously the Buffalo Bills have a good defense, but after seeing the showing of, week 1, I thought this was going to be, a barn burner, like high scoring, 38, 34, 21-14, if anything. No, 21-28. But no, it was nothing like that. The Bills stuck it to them, let them know who still runs that division for right now. Of course, Tua would wind up getting hurt.
It was a regular hit.
Yeah.
What is this saying? Let's ask Professor Google. How many concussions is that for Tua?
It's gotta be his 4th or 5th concussion.
the top thing you go, how much concussions is too much concussions? Yeah. Oh, but I do hope that he feels well.
Oh yeah, I mean, great talent, good guy. You hate to see this in a player, but it's NFL. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and it was just a regular hit. It was actually by DeMar Hamlin. It was just a football play. He was just trying to get the first down, and yeah, you could just tell his arms like locked up. You could just tell he was concussed. So. That's what it says. Yeah, Tua suffered Thursday night game against the Bills. 3 concussions throughout his NFL career.
And the Bills are still, like, believe it or not, looking at the scoreboard, like, you think the Bills were tearing it up because they had great offense. Well, yeah, they did with their running game. Like, they're still trying to figure out their passing game.
Because all they can do is run.
And I'm sorry, but so I'm not trying to be biased because I am not biased, but just in a way, because I'm old school when it comes to fantasy-wise, I don't really look at rookies unless that name is sticking out or whatever, because I'm all about the proven player. So I really didn't know about Keon. But I kept on hearing him hyped up under Marvin Harrison Jr., who isn't living up to his potential.
Yeah, well, it was one game, and it was trash.
Week 1.
Yeah, one game, but it was trash.
But when I did go back and watch the highlights, I didn't see much. Separation, So, and Keon, I'm seeing the same thing. I'm not seeing him getting separation. Mm-hmm. I don't see him being able to beat, your top corners. So he might be able to get an average corner, a second string guy, but I don't think he's that guy.
He's not that guy.
No, I think, and this is where the Bills are going to realize that they messed up, because last year, I believe it was the GM, he said, and I quote, "We don't need a legit wide receiver 1 for this offense." So he felt like he could just plug in some guys and it's just going to work. No, it takes top-end guys in the NFL.
What? No way.
Not no second stringers and third stringers. Yes, they exist, but that's because they're close to reaching that point of top level too. Like they meet those standards. Like I'm not gonna ask a third stringer to go out there and put up #1 numbers. I want that, but am I going to expect that? No.
Well, Tyreek had a good game.
Of course he did.
It's like it didn't even care he was just arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, they released the police cam footage. And yeah, he went on a press conference and he was just talking trash about the police department. And the media is not being very friendly to them either. It's like, I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not either.
The whole situation could have been way different.
It definitely could have, on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I know frustrations being on the road, trying to get to work on time. Road rage kicks in sometimes. Not trying to say I.
He had a nice car.
Yeah, really nice car.
I don't know what it was.
But it wasn't just him detained, right? It was somebody else too.
Well, yeah, they were like, there was somebody else pulled over in like an SUV, and they were like, I think they were either teammates or they worked together or something.
Right.
Yeah, he got out of his car and it was I don't know, and then the officer's like, "You got to move your car," and he's just like, "It's like, what's going on?" And yeah, it was just, and then he was like, "Give me your ID," and then he's like, "Hold on, let me move my car." And he's like, "I just asked you." Yeah, it was the whole thing.
Yeah, Hill had a good night.
Yeah, he did. He tore it up. But yeah, poor Tua. Hope Tua feels better. I think they'll say he'll be ready in like a couple weeks. But it's just how many concussions do you want to keep getting in the NFL?
Right.
All right, Raiders. I'm pretty sure it's at Baltimore, right?
Yes,
it's not in Vegas.
It is, and actually, the last time that they played in Baltimore, I was at that game. Actually, that was my first Ravens game that I ever got to attend. I'm not gonna say for the city of Baltimore. The crab cakes are delicious.
Football and crab cakes. That's what Maryland does, right?
Especially if you're in Maryland. But if you want my suggestion, don't go to the restaurants away from the
That's
pier.
where the crab is, bro.
You want to get it off the pier. That's the freshest.
Oh, you gotta fish it yourself? Like a fishing pole or something?
No, there's like pier traps on there. Just like...
Oh, just steal somebody's trap?
Buy them. But no.
Oh, you buy them. Gotcha.
Well, anyways, back to my first game of the Ravens.
Oh, yeah. You went to Baltimore. You got robbed.
And it's no.
Oh, sorry.
So I go there that day. It's my first Ravens game ever. And I had Michael Crabtree actually on my fantasy team that year.
Crabtree and crab cakes.
And I had end zone tickets. So I'm sitting there and I saw all 3 touchdowns from Michael Crabtree.
Against your team.
Which was amazing to see because my fantasy team was blowing up.
That was Niners?
But it was him scoring against the Ravens.
Right.
All 3 times.
He was a Niner then? Or?
He was a Raider.
The Raider.
At that time.
Okay.
So, yeah, we lost that day.
Of course you did. Who was your quarterback? It was Flacco.
It was Flacco.
Yeah.
Good times.
So do you think Baltimore has it? I think they got it.
Against the
Lamar
Raiders,
Jackson looked pretty good.
I think
he made some mistakes, but he's still a hell of an athlete.
I think the Raiders are working on their identity. Gunnar Minshew, he's going to be that stopgap quarterback. Someone who's a veteran presence. I don't see anything past him. He's going to hold that job until they draft or sign a free agent. Their running back, Zamir White, I see him as like a top, 15, top 20 running back.
And you got that Flowers guy.
I don't see that explosiveness there.
Oh, wait, who was your tight end? Yeah. Do you think Mark Andrews is going to perform better? Or at least catch 2? Like, is he going to get some yards?
Well, I mean, he's still coming back off of an injury from last year.
Is Lamar even looking at him? Let's be honest.
Yeah, he got involved in that game.
Likely had a lot of big plays.
He did. And he had a lot of good plays last year when Andrews got hurt. But obviously, like, it looks like Baltimore is just trying to ease Andrews back in. I think we are going to get to see more of Likely this year. I think it's going to be
we'll be likely to see Likely.
Yeah, it'd be likely to see Likely.
Be likely to. If I'll pick on a Likely. Do you think Likely's going to get mad touchdowns this year?
Or
Or do you think they're just going to start splitting it between tight ends?
I think they're going to try to keep it 50-50 because I really like Likely's size.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude. He's agile. He can catch the ball.
Yeah, he looked like a superstar.
Like it looks like he can go up and grab it. Like he's got something there. He's got the it.
And then he
factor.
had that injury.
I don't know what
too.
it is yet, but he's got the it factor.
He had that injury in the end zone too, so the dude will go for the ball no matter what. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
so chill, bro.
Yeah. We're not good at really drafting wide receivers, but man, we know how to draft tight ends though.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not taking that shot at Zay Flowers. He is everything that he needs to be and should be. I'm just really painful. Well, it was really painful to watch last week when the game was on the line. Zay Flowers is wide open in the end zone, and Lamar tosses to him. And at first, I was like, what the hell, Lamar?
The foot out?
No. Well, at first, I was blaming Zay Flowers. It's like, oh my God, come on. You could have caught that. It was perfect.
Oh, he ran.
But they showed the replay.
Yeah, and Lamar.
And I was like, whoa, he ran his route.
He did his route, yeah.
And
he was just too fast. Yeah.
And settled for him.
Right.
Like, it wasn't during his route. He actually stopped and settled for him and waited. So when he threw, it went directly
behind him,
to his right, so way past him. That was on Lamar, so he has to clean that up because that really wasn't that far. It was probably about, like a 15, 20-yard throw. Come on, clean up.
What about Devontae Adams? You think he's going to have any good plays?
Devontae Adams has actually proven he can play with really any quarterback.
Okay, so you're not worried about him putting up at least 15?
It's just get him the ball and he can perform. It's just getting him the ball.
Right.
Like, you really can't trust that if you're, well, I'm not saying don't start him because you have to start him.
You got to start him, yeah.
The guy's
wide receiver 3 or 2.
Yeah,
I would start him.
He is the wide receiver 1 there. It's just temper your temptations on there because, just with the quarterback play and kind of do the matchups. Mm-hmm. But if he is your wide receiver 2, yeah, definitely play him because you need him. So,
all right, it was the Chargers and Panthers. I guess at Panthers. Oh wait, no. We're doing Saints Cowboys. We're doing an S this week.
Okay.
So yeah,
Saints and Cowboys.
So I assume it's at Dallas.
Did Dak finally get that contract situation?
He did. He had a big booming contract. It was an extension, right?
Yeah, I saw something there. Work on that. I'm about to get it.
But that was before the game. That was right before the game. I don't know how he performed. We'll look at the stats.
I'm going to have to obviously go with the Cowboys over the Saints in this one. I was actually shocked to see their wide receiver 2, Brandon Cooks, turn up numbers next to CeeDee Lamb. So it looks like he's going to be involved too.
Dak got awarded $240 million for 4 years. It says through the 28th season.
That's a 4-year deal?
4 years, 204. I would imagine. It's 2024, right? Yeah, so yeah.
4 years for 240?
That's what it's saying.
Million.
Yeah. Again, now it puts Prescott as the highest paid.
I would have not given him that
NFL
contract.
Player in history. That's crazy.
I would have never given him that.
Whoa, Mike. You don't think he's worth it, bud?
4 years, $240 million.
Come on, that guy's a superstar. What are you talking about?
Win me an NFC Championship game, and maybe you're worth that money. But now I can see
he made it to the playoffs, man.
The
Cowboys think he's a hero.
I can see $240
Okay, so after he was awarded the contract,
7 years,
Dak Prescott, his numbers, he put up 19 completions, 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Numbers guy, Blur Man, brought you the numbers. Here we go. CeeDee Lamb had 5 catches for 61 yards. And then Deshaun Watson had 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 24 completions, 169 yards. Yeah, it looked
man,
like
that definitely wasn't a happy ending, was it?
No. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still going with. I'm still going with Dak too. Little Cowboys. Saints just aren't really impressing me. All right. Chargers and the Panthers. You love the Panthers. I love how you were talking mad trash about the Panthers in our group, and then like right before their game, and then they lost 47-10. They lost to the Saints last week.
It's just
because they have Bryce Young, that's his name. He threw 2 picks, 13 completions, and 2 were picks.
I just don't like coming out of last year's draft. I saw him as one of the top, QBs coming out. But when I saw him in the NFL uniform and playing, it's like I really hope that this is the coaching and not him. Like his accuracy is there.
Talking about Young,
but his release is so slow. Like he has the slowest release in the NFL, in my opinion. He holds on to the ball for too long. It's like watching Drew Bledsoe all over again.
Is his line good enough?
And that's obviously why they wanted Dalton to be their starting quarterback this year. But obviously, he got injured, so he won't be starting this year. So it's Bryce Young.
Wait, real quick, back to the Saints. Derek Carr, he put up 3 touchdowns, 200 yards. Do you think he's a quarterback 2, or do you think he's still quarterback 3? Or do you put him as the 1? Because I don't put him as the 1.
I would say, like, unless you got an injury to your starting quarterback and you have him as your number 2, I would definitely stream him this week against Carolina.
No, he's playing the Cowboys this week. We didn't talk about the Saints. Right?
Oh, man, we was on...
Yeah, no.
I was riding that train.
See the list?
Against that Cowboys defense, I don't really see him being a QB 1 or 2. I wouldn't start him this week.
Yeah. Don't start him if you don't have to.
I would not stream him this week.
So you put Bryce Young, though, over Carr?
Well, Bryce Young is playing against the Chargers. They're going to shut him down, too. No. I would not.
Yeah, you're just kind of prone if you got to make those choices. But I'm just going Chargers Herbert. What do you think Herbert's going to do?
Obviously, he's coming off an injury, too.
He is? Oh, my gosh. What happened to him?
Well, from last year.
Okay, guys.
But he performed well. That team looked good last week.
They had a hell of a running game.
Yeah, I definitely see the Chargers getting a win on this week.
Dobbins had a good game.
Mm-hmm. I still think they're going to do the whole 50-50 when it comes to the run game. They're going to go with a hot hand. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards. Obviously, they followed Greg Roman over here. He's the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. They're really familiar with the system. He's the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. I think he's going to have them share the ball, and hopefully, if J.K. Dobbins can stay healthy, he does look like he has a lead on, Gus Edwards. He looked phenomenal last week. It was good to see that again. He always showed flashes in Baltimore, always. It's just he just couldn't stay healthy. So I wish him the best on that. But I think they're going to roll with the hot hand right now when it comes to their running game. I think with their new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, the brother of John Harbaugh, actually. I think they're going to do good this year. And their defense looks solid as well. But I think this is the Chargers game.
Cool. That's my pick, too. And Green Bay Colts, huh? And I'm going Colts.
Green Bay and Colts, man. If Jordan Love was starting, I would say Green Bay is going to get this one.
Love had no love in Brazil. He was doing really well, actually. First game of the season in Brazil. What up with that?
Yeah, but unfortunately, he's nursing an injury. But man, the running game looked good.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the defense is
like if their defense can show up and they can do the run game.
You just say that because you have Jacobs.
Yes, I do have Jacobs.
Yeah, and
but
he had 16
because
carries.
of that.
But look at Barkley. Barkley had 24 carries.
But I think this is going to be the Colts game. I think they're going to get this one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not having much love for Green Bay.
Yeah.
And hopefully Jordan gets back better. Says he's doubtful, so rest that leg or knee or whatever he hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks, Lions.
That's going to be a good matchup. Baker looked good last week. Goff looked good last week. Both had good wins. But I gotta say, I feel like this one's gonna be the Bucks. I think Baker is starting to cook. I think you put him in that kitchen and you just let him cook.
He's cooking. Shouldn't he be playing football?
Well, I mean, he was cooking with 2 touchdowns to Evans last week, and he had a good throwing and a completion percentage.
I mean Godwin, right? You talking about the Bucks?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Bucks. Baker.
Baker had 4 touchdowns, almost 300 yards.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah, he was
shaking
looking
big. So yeah, I think they're gonna get the win on this one. So
yeah, I see that. I want to hate
now,
Baker, but I
obviously,
don't.
if you are playing fantasy, start Evans, start Chris Godwin, and if you have to, you can stream Baker Mayfield this week. Rashad White as well, and Jared Goff
Jared Goff had a pick last year, but he had last week, but he had a touchdown, 200 yards, over 200 yards. And then we have a questionable Williams. He had 5 receptions, 120 yards.
Oh, Jameson.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start him.
Yeah, just be mindful of that. Goff, you're going to get a pick. I mean, he might get you a blow-up yard game, but you're definitely going to get a pick or 2.
Yeah.
All right. Browns, Jags, huh? Who is the quarterback for the Browns? Browns with orange helmets. Watson. Yeah, let's talk Watson.
I think the Jags are going to get a resurgence this week.
Oh, insurgency.
They're going to win.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a little tough. The Browns have a good defense, and they showed it, but they just couldn't finish it out last week.
Trevor Lawrence is playing it pretty safe.
Yeah.
They need a better running game if they're going to play it that way.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Browns.
Yeah, I think this is going to want to be in the Jags game. And obviously, if you got starters of... Now, I know last week everybody was upset about Evan Ingram not getting much done in fantasy as well. I was in the same boat. I would use Etine.
Etney or Etini or whatever his name is.
I always had trouble saying his name.
For the Jacksonville?
Manage your expectations this week with him because he was playing the Browns. But I really don't trust any other receivers this week. So he would be the guy that I would want to go to.
On the Browns?
No.
Oh, on the Jacksonville.
The Jags.
Yeah. That's solid. That's a good pick. So, yeah, I mean, Lawrence, he's probably going to get 1 touchdown. Don't bet on that. I mean, don't pick on the touchdown.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Etini, is definitely going to be good. Niners. Oh, wait, did you pick who did you pick? I picked Jacksonville.
Jags, yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're both on Jags. And now, the Niners with no CMC. What happened?
Alright, they're saying it's a calf and Achilles, soreness, so they'll be careful, and he's still struggling with that.
He didn't get to play against Rodgers.
I really don't think they're going to have to worry about it. Jordan Mason filled in final.
Yeah, he had 28 carries, 147 yards, and a touchdown.
What's up?
Yeah,
Wait, you look good as You got the backwards. You got a haircut.
Buzz
Why
it
are you
all.
hiding it, bro?
Oh, I just wear hats,
That's
bro.
good.
Thanks, man.
Tell him,
No.
Mike.
Well, you always look good with the
I
back.
wanted, to cut,
Bumbling
I wanted to
Brent.
cut out the fade, but
That's good.
all the kids at work say I look like a.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
that's when like you put them in checks. Like, yeah, so don't.
I told them, yeah.
What? Yeah, I definitely.
All right.
You know I said it.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I said.
We were talking about the 49ers game, actually.
Oh,
Are we
okay.
recording?
All right, so
You gotta let a brother know before I say I'll kill
are we live? Yeah, you're supposed to give like the green
The
light.
light
red
is
light.
on in my mind.
This guy. All right.
in your mind's eye.
Anyways,
Who did we pick? Niners?
so sorry for the slight pause. Y'all wouldn't recognize it, but we are. We do have a special guest. Brent's joining us today, so he'll be chiming in. So, anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Where did we leave off, Gus?
I believe it was Niners.
And
Jets.
Jets.
Niners, Jets. No. Niners in Minnesota.
Niners of
He
Minnesota.
said y'all were recapping last week.
Oh.
Well, we will recap as we're talking about the team.
Word.
About this week of how they did last week. All right, so we got the Niners against the Vikings. I mean, even without CMC, it's going to be Jordan Mason and Christian McCaffrey. I read today is actually going on IR. So for you fantasy managers out there, go ahead and put him on your IR bench and expect him to be on that for about 4 or 5 weeks. Typically, IR is for 4 weeks. If it's anything longer, that'll be the season-ending IR. But you're only allowed to use that on them, I think, once or twice. I think, and then anything after that
in
has
one
to be
year?
season.
You mean in
ending.
one
No,
season?
no, I'm saying
Yeah.
with that player. So anyways, yeah, it's gonna be Jordan Mason stepping up. I really don't see a change in that offense other than they probably won't be passing as much to Jordan Mason because he can physically run that ball. Like, he's just a hard-nosed runner. It's hard to pull him down. I kind of see flashes of Marshawn Lynch, and I like beastie running backs.
Beastie.
Thick.
Like Beastie Boys.
Yeah. So yeah, I still think the 49ers are going to take this one.
Niners is a
on
solid
the
pick.
Vikings. Sam Darnold is obviously starting for the Vikings. I think he'll have a decent day, especially with Jefferson, as long as he can stay healthy. That's for both of them. They put up good numbers last week, but I see this being the 49ers' ball. So
Yeah, Darnold had 2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
yeah.
By Aaron Jones, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Aaron
he looked
Jones.
up,
Like, he looked 2 or 3 years younger out there.
He looked happy,
yeah,
He looked like, well, obviously he was doing very well. Of course he was happy, but
For the past few years, he's kind of been in a complimentary role with, Jamal Williams, A.J. Dillon. Before Jamal Williams went to the Saints, obviously. But I think he really held his own and showed that he's happy to be there. It's a fresh start. And he's going to have a tough game in this one. But I see him as a running back, too, in fantasy. So definitely start him. Like I said, he looks 3 years fresh. Well, 3 years younger in that game. So I think he can have a good week. Just don't expect, high numbers.
yeah, well, keep feeding him. I mean,
Yeah,
see what
feed
he's
him.
gonna explode one of those plays.
I'm picking the Vikings.
Ooh.
All right.
With a random pick for the Vikings.
Yeah. I like
All
what I see.
right. 2-1 on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We'll put 2 tallies for one. Okay, great. All right, well then, yeah, Jets will play in Tennessee. Aaron Rodgers,
It's a
bro,
real barn burner.
he's gonna kill it, man. Right.
So the Jets
Running
against
quarterback 3. What are we talking? Yeah, it's gonna be Jets versus the Titans.
I think this is a easier matchup for the Jets.
Yeah.
I think
way easier, bro.
I think what we saw last week was not only a good San Francisco defense facing the Jets, but it's also a thing of I understand veterans taking the training camp time off, but when you're a new player to that franchise and you get injured the first year after taking training camp off, first game, and then you're coming back, but you take training camp off again, you're not going to have that chemistry.
He didn't play any training camp?
No, he didn't show up to training camp, and so you're
People
not
made a
going
big
to
hullabaloo
have.
about it.
Yeah, so like, it's not the same as when he was a Packer. I mean, he was always spending time with his boys.
You think he's too cocky, or you think he's just
No,
resting?
he's just
No,
he's a vet.
it's-
Oh,
he's a veteran. Obviously they feel like they're that for a reason, and he's a Super Bowl champion.
he's one of the best quarterbacks ever.
Yeah, I mean it's like Tom Brady, but like
Well,
Tom Brady still
he had one
did
touchdown, one
all
pick,
season.
167 yards.
Yeah, I mean
13 completions.
that was against a very
The
good
Niners,
Niners
very good
defense.
defense.
But there's a difference with Tom Brady. Tom Brady always prepared, always.
Also,
that was instilled in him since college.
I expect the Jets to gel, like you were saying, building the chemistry. They'll gel more.
Yeah.
Down. I'm not even saying necessarily this week. Just as the season goes on, I expect them to start
like
playing
I
better.
definitely wouldn't write off the Jets. I mean, I think if they can get the
They have a good defense.
the team chemistry coming back with Breece Hall, Aaron Rodgers, you got Garrett Wilson, and I also like their tight end Conklin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Conklin, he had some
He
good
dropped 2 passes last year. 2.
Mm-hmm. I had him on my team.
Okay. So now he did drop 1 last week, but he's all hands. So Aaron Rodgers just has to get used to his team. They gotta get more with the plan. I think things will get better for them. So they just have to get in sync.
Yeah. Sounds like great things are going to be happening for the Jets. So you don't really think Levi, or Levis, or whatever? Or what about Pollard?
Well, right now,
Pollard in the
Pollard.
flex? I mean, he had some good plays.
What was his production last week?
man, I don't know. The Jets really have a top defense. Like, when you talk about a list of top defenses, you're looking at the Jets, the 49ers, the Buffalo Bills.
He had
stuff like
16
that.
carries.
So, yeah.
How many points did he get?
82 yards and a touchdown. I don't know about points, but I'm just saying, like, that's productive.
Yeah.
He's definitely putting hands on
How
the
many
ball.
yards?
82. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. A good flex, a good, like,
Pollard
RB3, or...
Pollard would be nothing more than just a flex to me. He's a complimentary back. He's always been that. I
Never
don't
been
see
a
him
lead
anything further. He's going to share time with
Well,
Tyjae
I think,
Spears.
the Jets' defense is going to
Hopkins will be coming back soon. Actually,
Oh, so he's not even in.
is he?
I don't know.
Yet?
I don't know. Can't tell you.
Who
was he
has
just-
him?
I'm not locked in. I'm not in the league this year.
Not. No.
Is it?
I think once Hopkins comes back there with his veteran presence, with Calvin Ridley, I think that team's really going to get something going. I think it'll be
Makes one
tough
of
for
us.
them though still because you got Jacksonville and you got the Texans with C.J. Stroud.
I think they were.
I think Texans are going to make it harder for them.
I think they were
So.
dumb to get rid of Mike Vrabel or whatever his name is.
I am second with that. I totally agree.
Makes
I
no
think
sense.
it's been nothing but up since he was there. It's a better team,
Well, and they
better
didn't.
run. They got better players.
It doesn't feel like they upgraded.
No, they didn't.
You know what I mean? Like the
Right.
how. I mean, okay. I guess we got to give him a chance, but Vrabel had 6
So we're
seasons
all
with
in
him.
agreement, though. Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Jets.
Jets. Okay, anyway. How about them Patriots?
Versus.
It looks like it'll be at the Patriots, the Seahawks. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm going
this-
Patriots again. I can't believe they beat the Bengals last week. They
Yeah,
made
the Bengals
Burrow
always
look
start slow.
terrible.
Man, the Seahawks
I'm
defense
going Seahawks.
looked good last week, but man,
John
I
Gino.
tell you, when I saw because I didn't get this. Well, I did watch part of the game of the Patriots. It did not feel like Belichick left. Jared Mayo did a good job
He
with that
played for
defense, and that defense showed up.
Well, and they've always had
They
a
shut
good
down
defense.
Chase. Higgins got hurt, obviously, but that defense.
Yeah, Higgins
was
is definitely
stout.
hurting them.
And they came up with the win, and I think they can probably come up with a second win this week. I think Brissett
Yeah, I think the Patriots are going to.
Is that, stopgap quarterback because next year, well, you'll see what you have in the rookie this year, and hopefully he'll develop into the one that you want. But obviously, you want to go with experience here.
What's it?
They don't have a true number one receiver yet. Bourne is still on IR. Well, the PUP list. So they've got KJ Bourne. They've got Demario Douglas.
Demario.
Yeah, just a bunch of
cool
names we don't know. And then you got Hunter Henry as their tight end. I think it's going to be a ground and pound and defense. Basically, you're going to rely on your defense and go with the spot of the ball and just ground and pound short passes. But I think KJ Bourne's going to wind up being their number one, and hopefully when Kevin Bourne comes back.
Well, yeah, Walker is questionable or doubtful actually. Do you think your boy DK is going to be more productive this week? Or?
I think he'll still produce if you can get the ball to him. It's just
with Sam Howell and
Lockett had a better game than DK. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that?
It's one game, bro.
No, just
I
think with Kenneth Walker being doubtful, I'm pretty sure he's going to get more looks at least against the Patriots.
Who's their backup RB? You got a weird name.
What is it? Zach
Chardonnay or some shit.
We'll say Chardonnay.
Chernobyl or something.
Yeah. The fantasy players out there like, what the hell did you just say? It starts with a Z. Yeah, just look for the next one. Running back on your available list. That's with Seattle. Sign him.
Gino, I think he'll have a touchdown and probably another pick.
Oh, he's definitely going to throw a pick. Or two in this
Two
game.
TDs.
Two? You got two touchdowns?
Only two.
Okay.
And one in DK.
Wait, so who do you think is going to win?
I got Seattle.
Okay, so I'm going Pats, you're going Seattle.
I'm going Pats.
All right, two Pats.
I think they're going to sneak another one out.
All right, the worst game of the week, the Giants and the Commanders.
Giants and the Commanders.
Dude, the Giants suck. I'm so
The
good.
Commanders suck.
Well, I like good point.
I mean...
All right, we're not going to talk about this game.
There's nothing really to be thrilled about on both sides.
Hey man, Jaden Daniels.
But Jaden Daniels did look good at being a mobile quarterback.
He looked like a rookie.
But the thing is he didn't throw more than 10 yards, and that's really not going to work with
Safe
the number
place,
one receiver. With
he ran the ball a lot too.
Yeah, he had the most fucking rushing yards by
quarterback or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there was like a stipulation.
And that's only going to carry you.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 88 yards.
Yeah.
He's looking like the Bills quarterback.
He's looking like RG3, which already scarred all of our Commander
Easy
fans.
on the F-bombs, bro.
I wouldn't say he's on the RG3 level, but I would say he is a special talent, but he needs to work on becoming a passer.
Is he
Because
even
you're going to have to be able to throw for
about,
more than 10 yards and complete it.
I'm talking about he looks like he's going to get injured and
never
develop into the quarterback.
Well, do you think you have a line safe enough to keep them safe?
No.
I definitely...
So do you want him to play some exciting football?
They locked up Cosme. He's a very strong, what is he, a right guard? I don't know. But like, outside of that, there's nothing to get excited about. The defense, didn't look. They looked like when Ron Rivera was walking the sidelines, broken coverages. They just didn't look good.
Yeah, I mean, nobody looked worse than the Giants. Though.
No.
Did you see any of that game?
No, I didn't watch it, but I mean, I know the score.
6-10, or no, 6-28.
I saw a meme, Gus. It was like, teams that scored a touchdown in week 1 in 2023 and 2024. And it was like every NFL team, and it was like teams that didn't. It was just the Giants.
Yeah, he had 2 picks. What do you think expectations for Daniels is going to be this year?
Jaden Daniels?
No, the Daniels who's for the Giants.
Daniel Jones?
Oh, my bad. Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Jones.
No, I think he'll be on another team next year.
I think we're going to see the same thing that we see every year, Pinky. He's not going to take over the world.
But you don't think he's worth millions of dollars, bro?
I don't think so.
He's a backup,
I basically think what happened was there's no good quarterbacks available on free agency that year.
Yeah.
They didn't have the draft spot. They weren't ready, and they had to re-sign him. And he.
You don't think coaching's a problem?
Oh, that's definitely one of the issues too.
I think he could have been better if he got drafted by a different team.
Quarterback.
But
well,
I think that's
why
true of a lot of quarterbacks.
Barkley obviously left. They were paying him. They were riding all.
Barkley's going to have a great year with Philly,
Yeah.
and we're really going to see what he can do.
Shut the hell up, dude.
Whoa.
I don't want to hear that.
Well,
Did we talk about the Eagles game?
I'm a Commanders fan.
Oh, okay,
bro.
that's the Monday game.
So
you're going Commanders, right? That's your team.
I mean, look, I'm a realist, but yeah, I mean, between those 2 teams, I think this is a game we can win.
All right, and Mike, you're going.
man, this is one of the tough ones to call. I don't believe in any one of these teams.
I mean, I get it.
Obviously, week 1, you try not to read too much into it, but they still look like they're a long ways from what they want to be. It's going to be a divisional rivalry game, so it's not going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be, either won by a field goal or a touchdown.
Low scoring, huh?
Yeah, probably 24 points or less, I would say.
What about Singletary expectations?
I like Singletary.
A good RB3?
His problem is he's going against...
I think the Redskins are going to get this one. Oh, I'm sorry, the Commanders.
Our defensive line is...
WTF.
Leave that one in there because that's still...
WFT.
I know it's NFT, I get it. Yeah, all right.
No, but Singletary is going to have a tough out this week because our defensive line is actually probably the best part of our whole team.
All right. Okay, cool.
I expect the Giants to look better than they did last week against Minnesota. And the Giants have had our number lately. So I could see the Giants winning, but I think the Commanders are going to take this one.
I think if the Commanders can get the ball to Scary Terry and actually run the ball with, Robinson Jr., who is a good running back if you feed him the ball.
Yeah, he's the 50 cent running back.
I mean, this guy got shot 2 times and still came back the same year and was balling. Okay, give him the ball. Eckler showed flashes that he looks good. So I would like to see more of what that offense can be.
Receptions, too. 4 for 52.
Yeah,
Well,
so I think once they get things figured out and they can make longer completions than just 10 yards, that'll be a plus.
They need the big plays. Huh?
Yeah, they definitely need the big plays, especially.
And that's where Terry would definitely come in.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go with the Commanders.
All right.
Who you got, guys?
Commanders.
Okay. Wow. Unanimous.
Well, it's just Daniel
Because
Jones. Every time I see Daniel Jones on the field, I'm like, this guy. I just haven't had a lot
Imagine
of
getting
faith.
excited if you're for NFL season if that's your quarterback.
Dude, I mean, it happens. Everybody has those rough years where they're like, I can't believe this is my team. But it is what it is.
I will recall about 12, 13 years ago, back when they were the Washington Redskins, we were trotting out the combo of Rex Grossman and John Beck.
Oh, yeah,
At
man.
I remember
quarterback.
that was
Is
07.
Remember Shanahan? No, it was later than that.
Mike Shanahan. No, he's the one that brought on John Beck.
Yeah, Gibbs was our coach in 07.
You sure?
Yeah, dude, I'm a Commanders fan. I know my from
All right.
07.
Are you ready to move on?
But,
All right, I'll wait then.
no, it was 2011, but it was the year before our job.
All right. We're moving on.
I'm just telling you, that's what it was.
We got Rams at Cardinals. Matthew Stafford throwing up a pick.
You're
Unusual.
right, because Nick was with me.
And Donovan McNabb was
Okay.
our quarterback in 2010.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man, come on.
he never lived up to his potential.
Well, he did
All right, let's get back
evil. Sorry, I had to get a little Washington Redskins football history there.
All right, that was good. You love Washington. I
I
love
sure
him too.
do.
He crossed the Delaware. He practically won us the war.
I am a Ravens fan, but I have
Definitely.
gone to a lot of Washington.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the
Redskins
closest stadium,
fan,
right?
It's not
Washington
that much
games.
closer
And,
than
you
Okay.
know,
Baltimore, but it is.
so I've always enjoyed my time there, and
Yeah, it's a beautiful field.
it is a rich history. It's a
that
rich,
feels an ACL tear, bro. Like, for real.
It's a rich history. The fans
Rich
are great
history.
there.
That's true. No, that is true.
No,
Yeah,
it really
3
is.
Super Bowls in the
Coming
80s.
together, yeah.
They have some really loyal fans.
Yeah.
Like everyone's nice there.
They are
They got
obsessed with those
pluses.
pigs.
We are the hogs. Shut the
Is a
hell
hog
up.
a pig?
No, it's a hog.
A hog is not a pig.
Hogs are
Yeah, that's why
thicker.
I wish they had named them the Red Hogs.
Yeah.
That would have been
cool.
great,
Yeah.
dude.
All right, back to
All right, Rams are going to play at the Cardinals. So do you think this Harrison guy is going to have a good game? Because people were picking him number one pick. And when I mean people, I mean I picked him my number one pick.
Well, see, the
Why
thing
would you do
is,
that?
is that
He was rated high. He was like, "This is a solid pick."
well, I
Who else was available?
understand because
I was the
most-
number 2 pick.
Tyreek, bro.
with the
No,
guys.
well, we were in a dynasty.
Oh, you were in a dynasty league.
You're in ours.
Oh, so somebody already had
Keeper
it.
league or
It was a
whatever you
keeper
wanna
league.
call it.
We're in a keeper league.
Whatever.
Like, yeah, dynasty league is where like you keep your entire team. And
Oh,
you
you
only
could.
draft.
Oh,
rookies.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I like that. No, actually, I prefer starting over fresh every year.
Well, yeah. Anyway, well, he only had 1 catch. He was looked at like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
times, I think.
I want to go with the Rams on this one.
Me too.
Mike Scone
I'm
Rams.
going Rams.
Brent Scone Rams.
Bumbling Brent.
I want to go Cardinals.
Really?
Yeah, just
Over the
because I
Rams.
have Cardinals again.
Well, I can't.
I want
blame
Harrison
you.
to do something.
Well, I can't blame you.
Isn't he in like legal trouble too?
Kyler Murray
Not that I know
is a
of.
good quarterback.
Kyler Murray's an okay quarterback.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan.
Great. I
I
said
think
good.
okay is a better.
He's the
adjective.
starting quarterback that you want for your team who is starting. He's a good mobile guy. Just he needs his guys to catch the ball. I saw a lot of that last week where they just weren't catching. He was putting the ball in their hands, and they just weren't coming down with the catch. I was really disappointed with Marvin Harrison Jr. You know,
Yeah, what
with,
happened, bro?
with all the hype. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't pay attention to rookies until they played a year or two in the NFL for a reason. Yeah, it's a whole nother standard, a whole nother thing when you go to the NFL. I didn't see separation. He looked like your average receiver out there, and when I say average, it's like, you know, not a guy that's going to stand out, you know. But you know, it was just week 1. You know, I'm not trying to read too much into it, but maybe he was nursing an injury that they didn't want to disclose. But I just didn't see the same playmaker that I saw of him in college.
Yeah.
So
him to get better.
yeah,
I think this lawsuit's weighing on him, maybe.
I just
What's the
didn't
lawsuit?
See the
On May 18th, Fanatics
Okay.
filed a lawsuit against Harrison for not fulfilling an agreement for him to provide the company with memorabilia over the next 3
Oh, that
seasons.
sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
Well, I know his father is being charged too. I think
with memorabilia. So does that mean that he has to sign stuff for them? Or?
maybe, I don't know.
Or provide gear.
Like-
No,
Likeness
so
or
basically,
whatever.
hey, perform better and look like an NFL star, or you're gonna.
Oh yeah, basically,
You know?
it's like,
Like,
hey,
it looks like you're
you
proud
said
of
you were
us.
good at the football. No, you're not looking. I mean, that's how they got those vultures. 1 week, like, Scott's a bust.
He's dead to me.
Well, Tom Brady got that talk about him every fucking year that like he would come out and lose the first game. It's like, oh, Tom Brady's washed up. You know, it looks like he can't do this. He's 40 years old, yada yada. And that very year, Super Bowl.
You remember the On to
You don't
Cincinnati?
ever talk down that.
You remember On to Cincinnati?
Oh yeah.
And that was after the Chiefs beat them.
Yep.
But it was like, including myself, I was like, Brady's finally done it. He's finally hit the wall.
I ain't
He's
gonna
old.
lie. I was
He went on to
the
win
boat.
like 3 more He won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, and then moved on to Tampa. Took them to. That's what I'm saying. So.
Yeah. Next game. Chiefs. Stupid Chiefs. I mean, the great, beautiful Chiefs.
Hey, man. Taylor Swift done.
Dude, it's going to be there, too. It's probably home field.
Of course.
I
see
do
some
believe,
Taylor action.
Oh, is it at the Chiefs Stadium?
I'm pretty sure it's
Well, who are they playing?
I do
Bengals.
believe that Taylor Swift will be making a landing there. They're playing the Bengals?
Chiefs got lucky.
Yeah, Bengals.
The Chiefs got lucky. They got the Bengals at the beginning of the year. This Bengals start slow every year. I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs on this
Yeah,
one.
we're all going stupid Chiefs.
It's in Kansas City.
I'm pretty sure.
It's
Alright,
Chiefs.
so everyone wants to hate on the Chiefs. Obviously, they've been winning the past couple of years,
I don't hate on the
with
Chiefs.
Taylor Swift and everything. But man, really,
They're good, dude. They're a good
when
team.
it comes down to it, it's a good team. I really think they're going to pick up this win. They're just clicking, you know.
Oh, they like to click.
You know,
Huh?
Mahoney
Flick it up.
is doing his thing.
Those clicking son of a
Travis Kelce,
clicker.
you know, Pacheco and
Pacheco.
Rice. Everybody looked on the same page. They
He had a good game.
When's
did
Hollywood
not
coming
look
back?
like they missed a beat. Hollywood was looking to suit up this week, but he's going to take a few more weeks, so they decided to put him on IR
Oh.
for 4 weeks just to make sure that he's okay. Which I totally understand that move, because I'd rather have him later than now. Let him nurse up. You've got everything going good right now. You still look like that championship team. Move on with that momentum. Let him rest up, because you're going to need him at the end
What
of the year.
about Kadarius Toney?
Well, he didn't exactly live up to his potential. So, I think even
Did somebody pick him
Patrick
up?
Mahomes said something about him in a press conference, asked about it.
What, that
I haven't
sucks?
seen the video, but I heard it's hilarious.
Well, I'm not allowed to say that.
No, you can't.
Oh, okay. Did anybody pick him up?
What?
Tony.
I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure he plays for a team.
Oh, he was definitely signed.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he, Bill?
Yeah, he was signed. I just don't know to who. Unless
Well, what
somebody
do you
in my
think in
fantasy team signed.
So what do you think Burrow's gonna have another slow game?
The Patriots should have picked him
No,
up.
I think Burrow is going to have
What about
a
Jamar
decent
Chase?
game.
What about the P? Is he a WR2 yet?
Dude,
Or
Kansas City, the Super Bowl team, is looking like the Super Bowl team. That defense is ready. That offense is ready.
what are you
They
talking about? I'm talking
have
about,
to show up.
talking about them Bengals, bro.
Yo, I know who Tony signed with.
Cowboys,
No, the Browns.
Browns.
That's
Yeah,
the most Browns move ever.
Well, he just came from a Super Bowl
Oh yeah,
team.
he
Yeah.
sure did.
He has a Super Bowl ring.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you want a player that is a Super Bowl
I think the
champ?
Browns are just like hell bent on building their team out of players that can't play the position they're supposed to play.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, they're pretty good at that.
Look at Baker. I'm so happy for Baker.
so yeah,
I know, me too.
I'm going to roll
What about
with
Chase,
the Chiefs
though?
on this.
What about Chase? He's gonna be productive.
Chase is going to have a decent game.
Decent game. So that means
But-
Burrow's gonna have a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not going to win that game.
No, they're
Yeah.
not gonna win that.
Kansas City's going to show up.
Yeah. So, yep. Kelsey though had a slow start, huh?
Kansas City's going to 3-beat.
Well, did you see that mustache and new hairdo?
Oh, you liked his style, huh?
He
Yeah,
have a
he
mullet?
must work out.
What did he have going on?
No, it was just a regular
He had
white
hair.
guy.
Oh, he looked like the owner of the Raiders.
Mustache.
A little bit, but not as bad. That's a bad haircut.
Bro, everybody knocks Donald Trump's hair. Bro,
I feel like,
Davis probably has
bro,
worse hair.
I feel like Mark Davis cuts his own hair.
Yeah, I'm sure he does, and he doesn't care.
Just
Like
goes
White
into
Strip.
the cabinet.
He
pulls
does. He'll
out the
own it. He
bowl.
doesn't.
He's like, you don't become a
Gets
billionaire by
scissors.
just paying people to cut your hair.
Exactly.
I'm not paying $20 for a haircut
Hey,
plus tips.
And you want a tip?
Look at that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to just okay, this is the 4:00 games. Yeah. So it's Steelers and
Leave that one in there. That one goes.
I'll allow it.
That one was clean though, like it wasn't towards.
No, I'm gonna
anybody.
edit out
It was
all
in
the fucking cuss words are gonna
bucket.
get fucking edited out. So get your fucks out now. I'm gonna.
No, I'm going to do it randomly and sporadically.
Okay, thanks. You're just giving me more work, but I
Well, it
appreciate
has to
it.
be
That's what I'm here for.
Well, it has to be like not, towards. It has to be like just
So,
lively.
what's the next game?
It's Steelers Broncos.
Who is playing quarterback for the Steelers?
Oh yeah, good question.
I believe.
Is he healthy?
Russell is not going to be starting this game.
It's going to be Fields.
Fields.
I actually like that.
Says Russell is still questionable.
Yeah.
Y'all heard about him last week, suiting up, even though like he was completely ineligible to play.
He didn't know.
No, he knew. But that's like the most Russell of the most what you call it? What's his name?
Oh,
I'm all fucked up.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Thank you. I kept on calling him Russell Westbrook. Russell Wilson. And it's like the most Russell Wilson thing ever. Like suit up for a game you're
Just
completely
not
not allowed to play in. Like he was ineligible.
Put me in, coach.
well, you gotta look like you're ready to go.
No, bro.
But if you can't play,
No,
what's
bro.
the
There's no chance he was going to get in that game, and he was in full pads, bro.
Let's ride.
That's right.
Man, it's gonna be a good game.
Well, Fields had a slow game, but Pickens had 6 catches.
You said it was
85 yards.
against Denver?
Yeah.
It's
So,
hard to
the
not
Russell Wilson
say the
revenge game,
Steelers
he's
are going to
not
win
winning.
this.
I think the Steelers are going to win it.
Yeah.
You think? Well,
Yeah.
I don't think Russell's playing. So I think it's Fields again.
I know.
He did not look like a good quarterback.
Whatever, man. I like Fields' upside. He won me my only
But the
championship.
I'm going to say the Steelers defense is going to come out with the W.
Yep.
Yep.
TJ Watt is a
Yeah, he's a monster.
terror, bro.
Not to mention you got Harris and Warren back there in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think the Broncos are going to do anything?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mhm.
I don't see them winning
Don't
this
see
one.
him doing anything, man. Unless John Elway shows up. Then things
Well,
might happen.
I don't think he can help them in this one.
He's like, I'm coaching.
Well, actually,
Move over, guys.
Dude, he's like 70 years old. Sorry.
Now, who's this Knicks guy anyway? The
Bo
quarterback?
Nix? Not ready.
2 picks.
He's a rookie, bro.
Yeah.
he's still green.
I don't know. He looks
It's
pretty
still
orange in this
too
uniform.
early.
All right, so
They
we're
have
all
the
going
worst-
Steelers.
They have the worst quarterback room in the league, by the way.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, Zach Wilson, and who's the third guy? Is it Stedham? Yeah. I like Stedham the best of all of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. He won games with
Yeah.
the Raiders.
They still have that. Who's there?
How many times has Sean Payton tried to call Drew?
Oh, you know he's called him.
Hey!
Drew
So I
was
know we
looking.
won a Super Bowl about,
Drew was looking
a lot
Peyton
of
Manning
years
fragile
ago.
at the end of his career,
Yeah,
though.
it was. On to the Bears. Bears and the Texans.
Ooh, I'm going Texans, bro. Too much.
Yeah, they have a rookie too, right? Williams. C.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
He's
Number 1 pick.
He wears. I've seen him do his nails all pretty.
I've seen him in a dress.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, that's okay. There's nothing wrong
Sure.
with that.
He's
Yeah,
gonna work
that's
on a
completely
couple
normal.
things, but
For a quarterback, yeah.
I just
For a
don't,
quarterback of a professional football team.
Good for him.
I just don't see the
Dressing
Bears
it up.
winning this one. I see this being Texans ball.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud is going to do
Yeah,
what C.J.
he's the
Stroud
man.
did and carry on from what he did from his rookie season.
Yeah, they had a good
Uh,
game against the Colts.
Stephon Diggs had a touchdown last game. He showed his presence. Nixon, oh my God.
Mixon? Yeah, Jay Mixon.
Mixon
Joe.
looked,
Yeah.
yeah.
30 carries. Yep.
Yeah,
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of times
for
to
old
touch the
legs,
ball.
bro.
Joe Mixon looked like he was 5 years younger. He's happy to be there. He just signed a 3-year extension with the Texans after that trade.
Seems like nobody wants to be in Cincinnati.
They're definitely committed to the run. They just got Dell back. Dell looked good. Nico
How
Collins looked good.
how did-
Schultz is.
How did Dell do?
Huh?
I didn't watch the game. How did Dell do?
Odell
I'm
Taco.
rooting for that kid. I like him.
Dell did Dell things.
Oh, yeah.
Did Dill thing?
Whenever the ball got thrown to him, he was
Yeah.
able to do Dell things.
All right. All right.
But that
Son,
game
Jackson type
was mainly Stephon Diggs with 1 touchdown and Nico Collins getting most of the yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Spreading it around.
yeah.
Lots of
Bring it
options.
around.
I like. There's a lot of lots to
Schultz
like about
was
the Texans.
questionable, but I think he is going to start.
Dell
this
had
week.
2 carries, 19 yards, and he had 3 catches, 40 yards.
Who knocked the Texans out of the playoffs last year? Ravens.
I don't even remember.
Going back too far. So yeah, on to the. Oh yeah, so do we think Chicago or the Texans? Oh yeah, it's obviously Texans.
It's Texans.
Texans is going to take that one.
All right, and that's the primetime game, I think.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
We got one more game?
We should be on Monday night.
Yes, I know we have a Monday
football.
night game. It's Birds.
Man, I
versus
miss
Birds.
John Madden.
Eagles and Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking Eagles, man.
I'm going to have to go with Eagles on this one. AJ Brown is questionable at the moment. I still think he's gonna play.
All right, so Devontae Smith. All right.
It's just that's a whole lot of team, man. You got Jalen Hurts doing his thing. He can mobile.
I hate that team.
And
I
get out
hate
the
it.
pocket. He can throw to AJ Brown. Devonta Smith. Goddard. And it just had that trade with the Commanders getting Dobson. It's just how do you stop him, especially with
The team's stacked, bro.
Saquon Barkley from the Giants
Saquon?
as well. Yeah. Saquon Barkley was doing Saquon Barkley things last week.
Yeah, dude. He was good.
It's just how do you stop that team? I really think they're gonna pull this out, both offensively and defensively. Kirk Cousins last week did not look comfortable at all. He was a little off his game, which is
a little slow
rusty.
start.
I mean, come back
Which
from
is
Achilles.
One touchdown, too bad. It's a new team, too.
That's
Yeah.
another team that's going to
Team,
improve as the year
system.
goes on.
Yeah, as the year goes on.
Bijan, though, he had 18 carries.
Bijan.
68 yards.
Cousins is a solid quarterback. I mean,
yeah.
he always has decent production.
He just
Say what you will
he's
about
still
his winning or lack thereof.
But I think the Eagles, I guess, still got it.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are gonna come out.
Oh, yeah.
It's all Eagles, bro. I hate that team more than I hate Dallas, man. And I'm a Washington fan. Because in my lifetime, the Eagles have really been the real.
They're dominating.
They've been the real
What's
a-holes of my.
They do that bird
me,
thing. They're like,
yeah.
It is
Like,
both
chirp,
of.
chirp, chirp.
I hate the Steelers and I hate the Eagles.
Whoa, guys, what's with hating these teams, man? They're
I hate
they're
you.
all.
Well, I
Hey,
feel
they're
like-
all proud people.
When I was a
okay?
kid, it was all Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens, and then they just kept being good ever
Oh,
since.
is that when you came in?
I mean,
All right, Mike. Now we're gonna set up
That
your
was when I was like a
your
teenager.
picks for the week, and then we're gonna see how that goes.
Oh
We'll do a a couple friendly parlays, if you will.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good luck with your teams. Good luck with your picks. I guess we're gonna go play Mario Kart now. Yeah.
Also coming up next Thursday, because you always get us on Saturdays.
You're gonna talk about the Thursday game.
Yes, the Thursday
Oh
game
my gosh,
will
right.
be the Patriots versus the Jets.
Oh.
I think that's going to be a classic Patriots versus the Jets, and I do believe the Jets will come out on top on
I
that.
agree.
Oh.
I agree.
I think Aaron
Yeah, Rodgers is gonna
gonna
tear it
show
up.
that Jets
Yeah,
defense.
and not tear anything.
Yep.
As long as he does not get hurt in this,
Okay.
in this game.
I don't want him to get hurt. I hope
But
he's good.
we are
I
trying
don't
something
believe
new
you.
this season. We're going to try to give you the following Thursday's game, just because we won't see you till Saturday. So anyways, good luck with your bets. Good luck with your fantasy football. This is Mike, Gus, and special guest, Brett.
Good luck with your picks. Good luck with your picks, Dave.
Yeah, good luck with your picks.
Your picks, yeah. But yeah, have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.